Hi friends, this is Oleg Shlyamovich, CEO of CAS.AI, and today I want to talk about advertising, intrusive advertising, traffic cannibalization, and the attribution window. This is the first part of several videos where I will explain this step by step. Today we'll start with regular performance networks and length of attribution window. Let's break it down. We have two types of advertising. There's performance advertising and there's brand advertising. Brand advertising is the kind of advertising you see from McDonald's, Adidas, or any other brand, where the focus isn't on clicking through and installing a game. Performance advertising is the kind of advertising that mobile games order from other mobile games and buy from others. And there, the primary goal of such advertising is to get the advertised game installed. So if a person maybe moves from one advertised game to another, it affects the user experience in some cases. This significantly affects player behavior. By default, performance advertising is highly intrusive and disruptive. This phenomenon occurs primarily because of the so-called conversion window. By default, the conversion window is set to 30 days. So, if our marketers are hypothetically working in Royal Match and they have a conversion window of 30 days, let's take a specific game, Royal Match with King Robert, as an example. A huge amount of advertising is happening and massive budgets are being spent. What happens next? Next, we see this advertising coming from every game in every ad network. How do you ascertain exactly after which event a player installed this ad? For this, there is the concept of last click attribution. This means that essentially the user is attributed based on the last click they made on the ad for this app, essentially. In our case, this means that if a user saw the advertisement for this application on Facebook, in England, on Google, and somewhere else, MMP is a special program that attributes these users. For instance, it determines it by the timestamp in which specific app the very last click on the advertisement was made, and it is precisely this particular ad network that will be credited accordingly. That is exactly why ad networks try extremely hard at every given opportunity to get the user to click on the advertisement. This essentially means that if a user saw an advertisement and then clicked on it, on December 1st and then on December 25th, he saw something, somewhere remembered something, or just wanted to and installed the game, just typed in Google Royal Match, clicked on it and installed it, it will simply mean that because of the length of the conversion window. This user will be counted as a non-organic user, a user acquired through advertising. What does this mean, you might wonder, for small advertisers? This means that the ad network has claimed an organic user as their own, essentially. Just because of the length of the conversion window, in turn, I highly recommend setting the conversion window as short as possible. If it was set to 1 hour, start with 1 hour, but 1 hour is unrealistic. Realistically, it's 24 hours. So, if a user simply watched the ad and launched the game you advertised for the first time within 24 hours, then we simply attribute them as a user coming through the ad network. In the opposite case, we attribute them as a user who came to our platform organically. What does this mean, you might wonder? This means that your CPI will significantly and noticeably increase as a result of the fact that your left organics, meaning fraud organics, won't dilute your expensive installs. However, you will clearly and transparently see your KPIs, your ROAS. This way, you will be able to minimize and reduce the cannibalization effect of your organic traffic on purchases in a way that is effective and efficient. We, CAS.AI, as a publisher, in your apps and of course in our own, definitely shorten. The conversion window is up to 24 hours. This allows us to see an honest and transparent CPI and calculate growth as efficiently as possible to maximize revenue. We see exactly the installs that we indeed have received. Of course, there's a key factor that significantly affects organic growth, but I'll talk about that separately in another video. And for now, I'm saying goodbye to you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and please ask questions in the comments.